Hello guys, this is Movie Lover and welcome to this Movie Lover world. Movie begins with a girl named Angelina. She struggles with helping her alcoholic mother, as well as her disrespectful boyfriend, Bobby. However, one night, she decides to go out to a bar, to see him play in his band. After he's done, he takes her home with him to spend the night. The following morning, everything seems to be going well, until he suggests that she should become a nude model. He then informs her that his friend, Vaughn, is looking for girls for a shoot. He thinks she'd do well, but Angelina rejects it. Although it's a lot of money, she's not comfortable with it. Unfortunately, Bobby takes a jab at her by reminding her that she works at a laundromat. Evidently, she gets dressed up and leaves. At home, Angelina's cooking dinner for her sister, Jo, when her stepdad walks in the kitchen. As he passes by, he deliberately touches her. Also, while she's asleep, she can feel him watching her from across the room. The following day, Angelina sits with her friend, Andrew, who tries to give her his lunch. Although it seems that he cares for her, she keeps thinking about Bobby. So, she decides to go meet Vagan, where she finds out she'll get paid half the amount. But she manages to get him to pay in advance. In the middle of the shoot, Bobby walks in, surprised to see her posing naked. Annoyed, she goes the extra mile to make him jealous. At night, Bobby drops Angelina off at her house. He then demands that she won't shoot with Vagan anymore, but she tells him it's not up to him. Afterwards, she meets up with Andrew, where she asks him if he wants to run away with her. Evidently, he's in love with Angelina, so he would do anything that she asks. The following morning, Angelina and Andrew decide to take a road trip to San Francisco. Although she didn't tell her mom, she just lies that she has an English test at school. When they reach their destination, they spend the night at a motel. But when they wake up, they go meet a guy who's renting a room in his apartment. It all turns out fine. Unfortunately, Angelina's family disowns her for running away. So, Angelina decides to work as a waitress in a strip club. At the strip club, she meets a lawyer named Francis, who gives her a huge tip. When she tells her co-worker about him asking for a dance, she advises her to start dancing instead of waitressing. But when she tells her that she used to do nude shoots, she informs her about a photographer that offers more than her previous shoot. However, the following day, Angelina decides to take on the name Cherry and goes to apply in a porn company. Although the HR lady keeps trying to ask her what she's into, Angelina doesn't know how to answer. In the end, she suggests doing a solo scene to see what they're working with. But while she's in the middle of her scene, the director, Margaret, is flirting with her from the start. After finishing the scene, Margaret praises her for doing well on camera. At night, Angelina goes to work in the club. When Francis walks in to apologize to her, he then offers to go to an art exhibition with her, which she doesn't seem to mind. A few hours later, she goes home to get ready for the exhibition, where Andrew reminds her that they were supposed to go see a movie. Nevertheless, she just tells him to reschedule it, since she has more important things to do. A while later, she and Francis arrive at their destination. Surprisingly, she finds out his mom is the one in charge of the exhibition. However, he introduces Angelina to cocaine. After she finds out he's a painter too, she asks to see his paintings. They then spend the entire night together, where Francis kisses her. Therefore, they start dating from that moment. At Margaret's house, she gets caught by her girlfriend, Jillian, looking at Angelina's pictures. She doesn't speak about it until the following night. She learns that Margaret wasn't present at the shoot. Disgusted, she remarks that she's too young for her. Meanwhile, Angelina returns home to find her mom and Jo waiting for her. Although she tries to get out of going out with them, her mom insists that she introduces her to Francis, who she learned about from Paco. However, when they go out to dinner, he doesn't show up, due to work obligations. Unfortunately, she gets into a fight with her, since she feels as if he's lying to her. At home, Angelina tells her mom that she's happy they came to see her. However, she tells her that one of the reasons they came is because they need money for Jo's medical bills. Evidently, Angelina promises to help her any way she can. The following day, Angelina goes to work, where she bumps into Margaret. She finally tells her real name, while Margaret feels as if they're bonding more. After work, Angelina finds Francis waiting for her outside with flowers. Although she's mad at him, at first, she forgives him. He then asks her to give him a call, and she replies that she will. Back home, Angelina finds her mom packing her suitcase. Unfortunately, she called her work place and found out it's a porn company. To make it worse, Jo tells her that there's no due medical bills, it's just her mom lying. Nevertheless, she tries to defend herself, but they end up leaving anyway. At night, Margaret embarrasses Gillian at a party by telling her co-worker that she's a porn director. Evidently, this causes a rift between them. In the end, Gillian criticizes her for hiring young girls into her company. When they get home, Gillian takes out all her frustrations on Margaret by using sex. Although Margaret tries to get her to stop, Gillian doesn't. The following day, Angelina and Andrew go out together. When she tells him about Francis, his mood turns sour. She then informs him she'll probably do a scene with a guy soon. He doesn't agree with her decision. Meanwhile, Margaret wakes up to find out Gillian has moved out of the house. Afterwards, Francis tries to get his fix from his usual dealer, but he gets beat up for looking suspicious. On the other hand, Angelina's filming her guy scene, where Margaret keeps putting the attention on her body. She then leaves to find Francis waiting for her outside of the building. Unfortunately, due to what happened, he lashes out at Angelina for being a porn star. In the end, he expresses his disgust with everything that she does. In the end, she breaks up with him for what he said and demands that he takes her home. While Francis driving, he crashes the car since he's high on cocaine. Fortunately, Angelina gets away with just a scratch, while Francis gets the worst of it. When she gets home, she finds Andrew masturbating to her porn scenes in the shared room. Disgusted, she yells at him for what he's doing. Shocked, he defends himself by saying that she keeps him on a leash, since he always does everything for her, and even sleep in the same bed as her. She never treats him anything more than a friend. Angelina packs her stuff while he's confessing his love for her. However, she declares that if he loves her, he wouldn't go behind her back just to see her naked. Therefore, she moves out of the apartment. A few hours later, Angelina goes to a bar, where she finds Margaret sitting down next to her. She instantly begins venting to her about her problems. Luckily, she learns that Margaret have suffered from similar things. After seeing that they both have neglectful parents, they decide to confide in each other. When Angelina asks if she could stay at her house, Margaret answers by kissing her. Evidently, Angelina moves in Margaret's house. A few weeks later, Angelina wakes up next to Margaret, then gets ready for work. Apparently, Angelina's working for a different porn company now, as a director instead of an actor, with the help of her new girlfriend. At work, Angelina instructs the actor on what to do in front of the camera, just as what happened with her during her first time. And the movie ends. Thanks for watching. Movie Lover will meet you again with new story till take care.